Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be diving into Tanksgiving, as they say, and we also have a little bit of some operation footage to go over here, guys. So we're gonna do a little hashtag chicken change over here. So yeah, guys, as far as the operation stuff goes, we took down Stronghold in 6 attacks, which is a record for us. While we have the tanks load up here, I'm going to go ahead and show some of the attacks here. I believe I showed the Strange Attractors one already, so we're going to go ahead and show these other ones here. So shout out to Christian on this one. We got Tarsier here, and this is a pretty standard base, guys. I mean, you basically get up in front of the flamethrowers. So you usually get where those 3 rocket launchers are. You usually get shock launchers on the back side of them, but you can all shock them in one, so it doesn't really make a difference. So you see exactly where he lands and smokes there. He flares up nice and close to the mortars just to be able to keep bazookas all compacted together. So we're gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit here. So she's just a perfect walk, really. So where he had to shock, we'll slow it down for the shocks, guys. So one on the he actually missed one of the rocket launchers, unfortunately. One on the shock launcher, one on the other rocket launcher. And that's all he needed. He only needed 3 shocks. He probably could have thrown one on the machine guns, but whatever. So we'll speed it up a little bit there, and boom. So he made it out. He made it out alive, guys. That was a little bit of a squeaker, but shout out to Christian there. He made it through. So we got Christopher going in on this next one here, guys. So, like I mentioned before, happy Tanksgiving, everyone. And if you think I'm saying that a little weird, I'm not trying to say Thanksgiving. So it is going to be like an Ultra Mania thing for tanks this weekend, 90% off, Friday through Monday, I believe. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly, because it's like they're gonna start bringing back the Ultra Manias again, I guess. So it's a good thing for sure. Like it's nice to get something. You can't really complain about that. But I mean, once we got through all of the Ultra Manias and stuff like that, and especially since we got the last one being literally the Ultra Mania, I was kind of hoping / expecting for like something new, right? Like something different. But I mean, it's still cool. I love using tanks, so whatever. I'll take the all tank mania for sure. And that's basically all I wanted to say on that. I think what they should do next with this Troop Mania, like with this next rehash of all the Troop Manias, I think they should do a combo Troop Mania, because that's what we really want, right? Like nobody uses all tanks. Like sure they work when you're fully boosted or whatever, but nobody really uses all tanks. Like the only all legitimate strategies you use are like Zukas, Scorchers, and Warriors pretty well, right? And I mean, you can kind of get away with anything fully boosted, but like I'm sure more people would like to see like a tank medic, heavy Zuka, rifle Zuka medic, like stuff like that, right? Plus, like it would just be a new way of doing it, which I think everyone would like, just because it's different, right? Like it's just different. I don't know. But so we got Black River here. This is a tough solo, man. Like you've seen the chicken fail many times on Black River. I was happy with my last attack on it. To be fair, it was unboosted, guys. It was unboosted. But with my last attack on it, just to get a friggin' half decent clearing attack. All right, so let's slow it down right here. So he gets all those rockets in one shock and the shock launcher, and then it looks like he only needed. Okay, he's got the machine guns too, so he only needed 3 shocks. So. Not a really bad Black River. Sometimes you'll get flamethrowers and stuff, like where those lower boom cannons are. But that was really nice. Shout out to Bradley on that one. That was a really nice path he took there. All right, so we got circuit board in here going on with Scully. Circuit board. So this one's pretty standard, I feel. We'll speed it up a bit here. Usually it's just get out to the right, clear the machine guns and the shock launcher and stuff, and then shock the back rocket launchers, and you can usually blast through the shield if you need to. Where's he going here? Oh, okay. So So what he did, guys, was he took out those top rocket launchers, obviously, and then he just crittered the shield generators at the top, and the critters are going to actually pick those off for him. That's not 100% of the shield, but like you see when this goes down here, it does like nearly, well, it's like 2/3, right? So it's a fair chunk of shield gone. So I guess he needed to do that in order to have enough time to really blast through with the Zookas. And it looks like he's just going to do this in the duration of a shock, which is pretty crazy. Wow. So that's some massive damage from Skull right there. We got to check out his statues after that one. That was insane. That seemed like over 1 million worth of... okay, so 140. All right, so same as the chicken. So then we got General Y going in with some Skooka. Which base is this here? Low Point. Okay. Okay, so this isn't a horrible base either, but... So you see right there, he lets the Scorchers get out in front of him, and he lets the shock launcher hit them. That's so he doesn't need to waste smokes on the landing, right? So he can just kind of shock the boom cannons and that. And then that just allows him to get the Zookas up there, clear the front. There's no real rocket launchers in range. As long as he keeps those boom cannons down, the Scorchers are going to stay alive and be able to tank all the splash damage from the mortars and the rockets and stuff like that. Still a really difficult attack, though, for sure. I mean, one of the Scorchers goes down, or they go too far out through the mortars, then you're basically roasted if those mortars get one shot at the Zookas or anything like that. He's also got to be careful of those boom mines there. They're really close to the core of the Zookas. We'll speed it up a little bit here. See exactly where this goes. So the Scorchers are taken off, but at this point it's fine because there's... we won't show that, guys. Nothing to see there. But yeah, shout out to the Angry Outcast. That was an awesome operation. Stronghold and 6 is definitely nothing to flip your beaks at, guys. So to celebrate the oncoming of Tanksgiving, we're going to be doing 3 all tank attacks against some player bases here, guys, and just gonna see exactly how this works here. I haven't really used all tanks fully boosted since the Mega Crab. But I had, like, I found it a lot of fun using tanks, kind of like Zookas. Like, it was just so different, right? So I'm going to take out these boom cannons at the back. Now, tanks don't really take a massive amount of GBE to land, so I started 115 there and down to 167, so, I don't know. I'm not an optometrist, guys, so, like, bear with me there in the math, but, okay, so I'm going to try to flank right and go right around everything. So when you're smoking tanks, something that I've noticed is it helps to not space your smokes out so much, because they're so slow that it almost takes the duration of an entire smoke to get them through. Like, obviously not an entire smoke, but I mean to space them out a lot when they're kind of moving sideways and not exactly sure where they're going takes a lot of GBE. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let them start getting hit by stuff here. We have to worry about the shock launcher and the shock blaster. Anything that slows them up more than they already are, more than they already are themselves is going to be a big problem. So I'm gonna save my shocks since we're not really taking any damage here. I'm gonna save my shocks for the shock launcher and the shock blaster, because the shock blaster will rip through tanks, guys. Even with troop health boosted, it does some serious damage. Okay, now that that's gone, I can critter the right side, so that'll take away all the damage from there. And now I can shock up these guys. So this should go down fairly easily. Now that I see it, like with smoky tanks, it's very easy once you like understand where you kind of need to go. It's just getting there and making sure that you don't get trapped by the shock launchers is the biggest thing. Other than that, I mean, you can just close your eyes. Like, once you get a bit of a path, it doesn't really matter what you do at that point, right? It's just the ability to actually get there that is the problem. And if you're running over like too many boom mines, or like you hit a shock mine, they're really unforgiving around the if you do the wrong smoking path, because they're so slow, right? Like if you smoke them the wrong way, it's not like warriors where they can just you can just cover it up really quickly. Or even Zookas for that matter. Like, obviously Zookas you got to be really careful with, but yeah, with tanks it's even more so. So with this one, I think we can actually he doesn't have any ice, so this is gonna be a lot easier. I'm going to take out these 2 boom cannons, and then we're just going to flank around to the right and the back, and I think we'll be pretty much golden from there. Obviously, a no ice base doesn't take like much strategy with tanks, guys. Like I'm not gonna oversell that at all. But yeah, definitely excited. I do love the all troop manias as far as diamonds go, because we all know how the chicken goes about diamonds. Like it's pretty reckless. So anytime I get to save like a few here and there, it's pretty nice. I don't know if I'll be attacking with tanks all weekend, but see, this is what I mean. Like, it would be so nice just to have, like, a Scorcher and tank thing. Because then I could just use them all weekend. Like, I can't just use all tanks all weekend. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, they really do need medics unless they're boosted. Like, to the point I was saying earlier, like, you could use any kind of troop when you're completely boosted like this. And it's not really going to make a world of difference. Like I could probably use all Grens right now, max boosted, and like still be able to do some damage somewhere on the base. So we probably didn't need to go back that far, but that's okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, honestly I can just kind of let them go out from here, and they're gonna be able to take most of everything down. The rocket launchers, even though they have the damage amp, since this base doesn't have any ice, they're not going to do like any damage to the chicken guys, so we don't have to be worried about that. I'm going to try to keep them in line a bit here, just for speed's sake. It doesn't really make a difference, but we're going to go ahead and shock the shock. Okay. And if you guys used to be fans of Ben Tim 1, I was just thinking about that because I just said hashtag shock the shock, or shock the shock, and he used to always say that. I did a video about this way back, but if you didn't know, I used to be in Ben Tim 1's task force. So if you wanted me to talk about that again, let me know that down in the comments, and I can kind of go over the entire story there. It was kind of it was definitely a neat experience. So if any of you wanted to hear about that, I would definitely be happy to do so. Back. Alrighty, so that's our second base. Do we not lose a single tank there? Yeah. Okay. So we should probably try to find an ice base so it's at least like semi a challenge, guys. Okay. All right. You asked for it, chicken. Here we go. All right. So base number 3. This is gonna be tough, guys. This is gonna be tough. I gotta take out the shock mine. I think I'm gonna try to take out all these boom cannons. I might go up the gut on this one because the shield generator is right in front, which I do like. Now I think I need what, like 50 GBE or something to land all the tanks. As long as I have 2 shocks, I should be okay here. Okay, so I definitely need, yeah, that the shock launcher can't fire on us at all, or this is gonna be over very quickly. Alright, so we got that down. We need some critters very quickly. Is that boom cannon one-shotting us, guys? Yep, boom cannon's one-shot us, even with boosted troop health. That's crazy. It does have a damage amp on it, though, so that's probably why. Okay, so we'll shock up this boom cannon. And I think we're going to be okay, guys. I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw some critters down here because I don't see any immediate flamethrowers or anything like that. Alrighty, so once we clear the shield gen, we can kind of move back to the right, I think, and we'll be kind of clear of everything in that way. But yeah, once we finish up, okay, we're gonna go back this way. But once we finish up this, I'll show you guys where we're at in the leaderboard. So we've been doing Stronghold just because of intel reasons. We're just trying to save up and do choke point more so when everyone can be active, like on the weekend or whatever. Just so it's easier. Like there's no sense grinding like wasting all our intel doing choke point when not everyone can focus 100%. Alrighty, so 77 goes down. Back. Okay, so that's 3 bases, guys. 3 bases with all tanks. So yeah, definitely. Also, let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to Tanksgiving. I feel very dumb saying that. It just sounds so like it sounds so silly. But yeah, we'll show off the leaderboard here real quick. So we are flying up pretty good now, guys. We cracked the top 500. Our best all time is 375. So we're right there. We're right there, guys. I think it will take at this rate. Well, how many force points are we getting? Oh god. Math time with the chicken, guys. I don't know. It'll take like a couple weeks or something, and then we'll be in the top 50. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. 2 things down in the comments. Are you excited for Tanksgiving? And do you want to me to do a video going over my experience with Ben Tim 1's Task Force? And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Chicken out.